Hi George, I'm so glad we're not on Earth anymore. You should see what the United States has done to what we started.
Tell me about it, Abraham. I've been following along on C-SPAN. It's hard to believe that our republic that we created is about to implode.
Excessive debt has crippled the nation, and high inflation and high unemployment is shrinking the middle class. The U.S. created this thing called the Federal Reserve Board about 100 years ago. It was charged with the dual mandate of keeping inflation low and employment high. They seem to have accidentally reversed this. They have been running their printers 24/7 and making it really easy for bankers to steal what little money is left. In order to offset the huge debt burden and improve liquidity, they must encourage saving. So Ben Bernanke has decided to keep interest rates near zero.
But if interest rates are near zero, why would anyone save?
That is a good question. Especially because low interest rates cause high inflation, which means your purchasing power of your fiat money goes down if you don't hurry up and spend it all now.
Doesn't cheap money also encourage you to take on more debt?
Yes.
And isn't burdensome debt what is causing their problems in the first place?
Yes.
So in order to tackle high debt and high inflation, the chairman of the Federal Reserve Board, the highest-ranking economist in the nation, has decided to keep interest rates at a point where more debt and more inflation will occur. Is this correct?
Yes.
And he began lowering this rate back in the middle of 2006.
Yes.
And how has the economy performed since he began these rate-lowering activities?
Like one gigantic pile of poop.
So as he lowers rates, the economy gets worse. He gets to the point where he can't make it any worse and stops, only because negative interest rates would result in lenders paying people to take their money.
Yes.
And this has not helped the United States at all in almost 6 years.
That is correct.
And on top of encouraging debt and causing inflation, he has also debased the currency to the point where it continues to be worth less.
Yes.
So the majority of Americans now have less money to buy more expensive things with less valuable money they borrowed from a source who can't pay their own bills.
Yes.
And the citizens are okay with this?
They have no choice. That constitution that we used to follow no longer applies. So they just accept it now.
And these people running the country are the best and brightest people in our nation?
In theory.
What does that say about the rest of the population of the United States?
I shudder to think.
I'm so very glad we are not around to see this. I am going to go roll over in my grave now.
I agree. That is our best option. And it's certainly better than being on Earth in the 21st century.